time for some politics, folks. Black people in particular. Man, we need to stop being stuck on the Democrats, man. It's time to be mean and cruel and wicked. And all those things is not bad. Good and evil is relative. We've been brainwashed, man. Good and evil serves a purpose, man. Those things are supposed to be tempered with logic and wisdom and understanding, man. You can't approach everything from a sense of love. Love is emotions. You know, in the Bible, let's get biblical. It says, the Christian Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love your neighbor. Who's your neighbor? Those close to you. Who are those close to you? The community you're in. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you love yourself, you're supposed to love your neighbor, right? But if your neighbor don't love you, then how could you love your neighbor? Therefore, nullifying that commandment to a degree. Your neighbor don't love you, how can you love your neighbor like you love yourself? You don't hate yourself, so how can you love somebody who hates you? Being ensnared and trapped. That's been a problem with black people in the Christian church, man. The doctrine has ensnared us in a way that's not natural, man. You know, turn the other cheek. All those things apply to fellow believers, man. You can't possibly believe that God is on that level. Well, you can say, well, God is in everybody and we can do those things. Yeah, but how do you maintain order doing those things? Or do you want to be the sacrificial lamb to do those things? Maybe after 1,000 years, of loving those who hate you, you'll wear them down. Till they begin to love you. But that don't even really make sense coming out of my mouth as I'm thinking about it more. Because the thing is, human beings are born every day. How are you ever going to prevent those from hating you? It's an ongoing task. It's an eternal task. My thing is, man, I just give people back what they put out. That's the most simplest way of understanding things, man. That's how reality functions. You knock a ball against the wall, it bounces back because that wall pushes back against that ball. You give people back what they give out, man. The emotional thing, love and all these things, those things are the unnatural thing. Those things are not really logical, and those things are really set up for human beings. Emotions is I should say higher life form control mechanisms that our Creator put in us to keep us from obliterating the whole planet and wiping each other out. Beings that have a certain capabilities, they gotta have control mechanisms built in. Emotions, love. They kind of temper logic. They kind of soften logic. Logic is very rigid and unforgiving, but it's not emotions at all. It's just calculations, cold calculations, as they call it. Somebody slaps you, a logical being might just kill that thing that's slapping them. It has no concept of this thing might not mean what it's doing. The logical being would assume this thing is hostile. This thing has caused pain and damage. I gotta put a stop to it. That may be your own little daughter or your own child. See how that works? So the emotions is to temper logic and make it softer and less rigid. I'm waiting for a rider, folks. But yeah, man, politically, we too soft. We too damn soft. Voting because a person is black or allegedly black and all this stuff, man. Thinking we ain't supposed to get none. We supposed to just get a symbolic gesture of a person. A jester, get it? Jester with the J, not a G. It's really what we get. You know, it's not that really everybody else, all non-black, see us as a threat, man. They just want us at the bottom. Everybody feeds on us, man. They build on us. We're their foundation to jumpstart their businesses. Any idea they have, they test it out on us, etc., etc. But yeah, folks, to be continued.